G'day and welcome back to Voxel Tycoon and Stitch Up. Yes, so episode 5, and we are now, I just turned those labels off actually. It's interesting, I wish you could get the labels but not the town names and just what they're requiring and where they're moving to. I wish you could kind of just get a half subset between this and this, because this is quite lovely and I do like playing like this one, but we sort of just have to, we sort of need to know what's going on with people and monitor our populations. All populations sitting around 500 as well. So I'm just looking at strategically what we're going to do. There's a couple of things I think that we need to do. The original plan is to have this giant metropolis here, but it's going to create big problems because I also, part of that is a successful train station that gets into here. Now I want my trains to be about this 100, is it 130 meters in length, or let's see, details. You are length 185 meters. Now I want my trains to be oh Jesus, 185. I think I want them to be about 130 to 150. Now I think I purposely designed this one to hang over the end, and I didn't mind that. In fact, we'll watch him unload just now. He's pulling into the station, and of course this engine here is a, what are you? You are a, ooh, I don't have that, do I? Yeah, I do. You're a Class O, with a Class O tender. But you see how he hangs over and he's still unloading. Slight time penalty on the unload there. But I have to remember that when, and there's the other one coming in just now. So there's a lot coming in there. I do have to remember that when we want to put a decent station here, even if it's 130, and we'll have a look at the length of this station at the moment. This station here is, let's see, how big are you? Charleston North. Can't you tell me how big that station is? 2 trains going to Charleston North. It doesn't show me, but I have to put another one across. Well, we can have a look at the length of it, but I have to remember, if you want to have 4 or 5 platforms across, either way, you have to have room at either side. So we can possibly look at purchasing this tile in order to expand that, but I think I will do that. I think I'll purchase both these tiles, this one, and I'll expand this whole area here, and I really will protect and not allow any more development inside here. And in fact, we might even get rid of, probably leave this one because this is good here, but we're going to need at least this amount of room to have a big station here with a big pool of warehouses all together, a big pool of truck bays all together, and a real logistics center to support this town. I think that's the only way of doing it, but we're going to have to get there in steps. The other thing I do want to do is I want to move the research, and I want to look at doing it this episode. So we want to move our research. At the moment we've got our research station set up over here, and we've started researching things, and in fact I think I'm due to start researching something else now, because we just got iron smelting up. And my iron smelting's over here, but we're not researching anything else. So I think I'm going to get rid of this research station, and I'm going to create the research station up here. And because this is a big empty bit of land that I think we could use for something. So I'm going to put a research station there, and I'm going to bring everything I need up here by train. And I think I'm not going to run at the start. I don't think I'm going to extend the line so it comes across here. I think this is all going to be out of bounds. We may extend the road up here, so we might get some resources to it by road if we have to, but we would definitely not extend it to, I'm thinking at the moment this is going to be a point-to-point sort of system for the trains, not a circular loop. Eventually we might be able to cut through, do some tunnels, do some bridges, and do something to the town, but at the moment I think we just need to look at the way it is running. So, okay, if we do run it across here, we'll think about this. Let's see where you are. So you're on this level here. So I'm probably going to want to get it back down and run it along the edge of the river, edge of the lake. So yeah, it is a ground level with the lake. We'll keep it back down there, we'll keep it along the lake, and we'll get to here. Now you've got the problem of this bit here, and I don't believe we can fill this in. Let's have a look here. Can we fill in that? Level. You can't level anything, can you? Can you? I don't think you can. I think you need to... I think you can go over the top of it, but don't think you can go at ground level. I think you can cover it up over and above, but not you can't landfill it and keep it at the level of, to my knowledge. I could be incorrect, and if I am, leave comments and let me know that I am. But I think what we're going to do is at the moment we're going to run it along here, and we're going to see if we can get our station just in here somewhere. So let's start leveling this off and just see how this comes up. I think if we clear that at 25,000, and then I think if we look at getting the same one, so you're there, yep, and you're cleared off there. Okay, cool. So that would be cleared. Trains would run in here, swing in, go to the station, and then we can look at doing everything else around it. I was thinking as well, I wouldn't mind sort of building a bit of a mound along the front and having it really sort of kind of just a bit kind of secret. I like it like a secret kind of a secret place. I think that's what I want to do. I think I want a real secret research facility. In fact, maybe if I want that, because I don't have a little valley to put it in. I don't have anywhere in my current map that is a little valley to put it in, but I need room for research. Lots of research, well, a research, at least one research facility, but also warehouses, and that's how that's going to work. They're going to drop straight into the warehouses, but everything needs to be reachable from the research. Okay, so let's do so. So do I tuck him in here or do I keep him out there? I think I do tuck him in actually. No, it's going to cost a fortune to tuck him in. I think I need to do all this quite economically. Remembering that I can expand. What do we got there? 160,000. Actually, you know what? We could do this actually. We probably wasted that money there, but I'm just thinking how much room do I need here? Because I think what we'll do is we'll get these guys in to about here. Because if I do this to get the train in, the train will come in here at that level. That's the ground level. So let's look at getting our train across there. Let's see how we need to, yep. Okay, let's see if we can get our train in sort of there and there. Right, and then we can look at building out for the rest of it. That cost us quite a bit of money there actually. So I do need to borrow some. So we have a loan of 0 with £1 million, £940,000 available. So let's look at borrowing quite a bit here and we can spend that. So let's borrow 400,000. And just see, because we are going to be purchasing also some rolling stock, and we will need to, we'll need to pay for various things along the way. Okay, let's get a station. And for a research train, I think it doesn't need to be a huge station. So I think we could probably go with a fairly small station. Let me see here. Can you spin? Yeah, you can fit in here. And that's okay. Let's see. All right, let's get you in there then. So you're on the left, so that's how we want him to go in. Yeah, let's get you in, say, let's get you in there, but let's get you a little bit longer. So how do you get longer? Yep. All right, 100 meters. I think we're going to want it to be, let's go with, we never know. Let's go with 130 meters. It just seems quite long. Okay, let's do it at 120. Okay, and we will now immediately need to terraform a little bit more here, because we'll at least need to put one more row in there, and a little turnaround as well. So let's see if I can do this. It's going to have to be something like that and that. Okay, and now if I go to rails, I should be able to now jump in and put rails straight in. Can we get a rail in here? Yep, that's where that rail goes. That's the return. Jump off there, and let's see if we can start getting these splits now. Oh god, we need lots of room, don't we? Yep, we do. We do. There we go. Actually, that's kind of what we think we need. So let's do this. Let's go up a bit more, and let's see if we can turn around. Let's go up one more. See if we can do a bit of a nice turn there. Yeah. That's still a ground level. That works perfectly. And of course, let's get rid of That. Okay, cool. So that would work for a return. So that's nice. Double track all the way. Okay, let's look at getting some double tracking along here. We'll get our research station completely set up. Now, coming out of here, we know that a train, so they'd need to come through there. So I wonder if perhaps this might be overly complicated, but I wonder if we can do this. Because you got a left. I'm just wondering if that's going to look right, or do we do this? I think we do that. But I think you need to be a little closer there because we've got this situation here where we need to get the other track in. So we'll probably let's get the lakeside track in first. So let's do this. There's the gap. There's the gap, and there is where we need that to be. Okay, so let's see. Actually, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. We're following the edge of the lake, so let's do so. I think here we know we don't need to duck down, so let's just do that. Let's go with that. Yep, that's exactly what we want to do. Now this is the outside one, so that would work. Right on the edge of the lake there. And then we need here. So this is the outside, so this will be a return. And you need to then go like that. So that would work there. And now everything else has to be just next to it. Ooh, okay, coal train there, just ignoring those ones. Nicely done. Right, let's jump off that. And let's take him back in from there. And remembering we must go and fix that a little bit later on as well. Right, we need this to be lovely. One more. Down. And I believe he's saving. Game saves. Yeah, that's it. And he now needs to be up one, doesn't he? Or is that it? I think that is it. Yep. Or is that it? If we go up one more, and there, yep. Just plays a trick on the eye there. Let's just make sure he's all good. I think it is the correct one. Yeah. Okay, and then of course this one straight into there. Now we're going to have a problem there, aren't we? We're going to have a problem. I believe we've got the same issue here as a bug. Now when we replace the station we'll be able to fix that, but he goes straight over the top of that one. Okay, yeah, that's going to be a bit of an issue. Okay, let's get this part gone here. So get rid of you. Yep, you're gone. I think everything else is fine. Need to run some signals now. Okay, so here is the station. Right, and then we'd need to do, yeah, right, I wonder if we put, now where am I going to put my next bit, because I could put, because then what I'm going to want is a row of warehouses. This is pretty much going to be warehouses the whole, warehouses in the entire stretch here, so to be like quite a few stretches. Do I do them at that level, which is sitting over the top of? And then behind, I think I need the research station directly behind. So that could work. These look good sitting back or forwards. I think they look good like that. This is right in the middle, so I think we hold, is it control? No, I think it's shift. Should we try that again? Yeah, and I think it's shift. 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. So that is quite a bit there, and we can assign those as we need them. And then directly behind that, we're going to need our research station. So I think I'll go for 2 research stations, but I won't put them both there immediately. So terraforming, and we are spending some money in this episode though. Let me do that. Do say this, so you really cut into the mountain. because, you know, research stations, they would spend a bit of money on stuff like this. Okay, so that's nice, and I think that's kind of nice, and we can build this up as well. We can build up a lovely bit of sort of have it hidden. You can put like a mountain, because you tuck in there, you really go into this section. I can't help but think these guys should be on the ground, but I'm just not going to get refunded. I probably should have. Did that just cost me an absolute fortune? I think I probably should have just put it all down so it's all hidden. Yeah, I think I've made a big mistake there. Okay, well, we can always redo it later. Spend an absolute fortune redoing it later on. Okay, here we go. So we go to research labs. And the research lab here is 90,000. So that's quite a shame, actually. Let's put him, say, there. He's in a good catchment. Is he in the catchment of all 6 though? Because that is something that might be an issue. He needs to be a catchment of all 5. If I go 1, 2, 3, where are you? Are you facing the right way? Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, he catches everything. And so this one would catch everything. This one will be now there, and he'll catch everything as well. And worst case scenario, we can put in a couple of extra warehouses in between, but hopefully not, because it won't look that good. Okay, so right, signals now. So let's go with the train signals. Okay, we're going to use the basic standard signals because there's no intersection and they're going to be next to each other and they're on the 45, so they're going to be a bit odd. So it's going to be a case where we put one, say, here and here. Yep, so that's getting into the station, and that makes that whole section. Okay, and of course let's do one right on the straight here and here. And let's do another one. Well, we're going to need to do, so they're there and there. We're definitely going to need one, a signal going. I think we will need a pre-signal before this one. Yep, pre-signal there. And then just before this one, we're going to need a little signal here. So let's do these right near each other. You'll be a pre-signal, but you'll be a block signal next to you, saying here. Now that's interesting because that section is really quite small. So you should be you're the wrong one. You need to be one of these other 1, 2. So block and chain, I think. Block and chain. Come on, stitch up. We want to say the correct terms. So you should be here, and that is there. So block signal this way, and chain signal this way because there's an intersection directly after, and that should be it, right? Now, you're filling up, these guys are filling up, and they're heading back into the main town with the coal. We now will decommission the research station here, please. Let's see what sort of refund we get. We have £31,000 in the bank. And if I go like this, the refund is 27,000. They're 90 to build though. So let's do that. Okay, and you are now gone. Okay, so that's not too bad. Everything's going to come in via train now, so let's start to research the next thing we want. Now, the one thing I did want to research, I was thinking, well, when we go to research something, what are we going to research? And the one thing I do want to do is researching different locomotives and different rolling stock, different trains, yeah, different engines. So let's do this. Let's go here, and we will now. We're in the demolish mode. Okay, research. So start new research, and here we go. So I don't have any need to do anything else. Oh, by the way, we do have to deliver wood down there to the township. Somewhere here, someone wants wood, and I think they're brand new. It's this guy here. Yep, you're getting 0. You've got high demand, paying 256. It's a good price for wood. The trend is shrinking because we're not giving him anything. But we need to get some wood, and that's a truck stop, so we'll do that very shortly. But for the meantime, let's scoot back to our new research station, which will be over here, and let's look exactly what we're going to put in. Okay, so I want to see what do you got here? Steam engines. Let me see. Steam engine 2. So you would get different types of steam engines. I think we should do that first, and then we'll get these steam engines. But I think after that we're going to want the second roads and rails. rails. I think it's the next engines because we've got those two to kick off, and then these are the trucks. But we're going to want some different. Well, we're going to want some diesel engines, I guess. But I think steam engine will give us the. Well, give us a gasoline. Hang on. Steam engine's going to give us these three, and we should then be able to get some different types of engines. So let's do that. Now he requires coal, so we're going to have to bring coal in here. So 230,000 he requires, but he also wants coal. So let's set the very first one, the one on the left, to coal. Okay, you're now wanting coal, and let's get ourselves a train over here to start delivering coal from there to there. Okay, just now we're going to see which train we want. So we go to depot and we go to buy, and we can have a look here. Now we have the need for some more money, so let's just borrow quite a bit more. Take him up, loan up to 600,000, giving us 350,000 to play with, roughly. We'll take the C17, which I believe we already have one of, and I'm going to. I kind of want to. Yeah, I kind of want two of them, just because they'll look quite cool. But maybe I can do that with one of the other ones. Just put extra on. Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's just get a C17 class. And can I give him a second tender? No, I can't deselect the tender, can I? Nope. Okay, deselect that. Okay, let's give him here. So we want, what do you got? A box car. It's got a 9-ton or a 10-ton coal car. Let's give him the 10-ton ones. So it'll be an open car, and we're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus the loco. I don't want to give him too much, actually. This is, yeah, I don't think we need to give him too much coal. Let's try this. We'll give him 5, because if he's going to be the research train, we're going to need a way of just repurposing him, and because otherwise he's going to bring coal over here the whole time. So we need to keep a bit of an eye on what he's doing. Okay, so if I go like that, and I want to set him up, let me see. Let me make sure he's set up first for coal, because yep, they're selected as coal. Sometimes that can select as a different product, yeah, I want to stop configuring him, and I want to set him a route. So the first thing will be a full load, please. You'll pick up coal. Let's go up the line here, follow the edge of the lake, and from Toccoa pick up a full load, and over here at Toccoa Annex drop him off. So he'll be full unload at the annex over here, and then research will start progressing. Now this one's going to be called research. So let's just try that. We're going to call him research and see how that goes. Alright, the very next thing we're going to do is release him, and he's off and running. Let's see if he got lost immediately. Let's see, is he showing us lost? Because he's got to, now he's got to run a loop here, so he's a small train. I really think we probably should have given him 2 engines just so he can see. We'll swap him out as soon as we get something. We probably could have just given him 1 of each type of engine, and that would have looked quite cool. Because he is very similar to this one at the moment. He's very similar. They just pass each other, but one's quite long and one is quite short. See the little hill how they have to go up there? Here's a nice little bit here coming through there. In fact, let's grab ourselves a screenshot for that one. Couple of screenshots there, and that's come up a tree. What do you got there? Okay, so we want coal being delivered now to there. While he's doing that, he's gonna do a turnaround. Let's get some wood going on. So I need to go to garage. Right now, where did it's been a little while since I've placed everything, so I'm looking for the garage. Here it is, garage 1. Okay, and we're going to want to buy some stuff, aren't we? Yes, we are. So we need wood, something to carry wood. So I believe it's going to be this AAA truck, and he's going to be he's going to be that, and he's carrying wood. So we go buy. We're going to copy him shortly, though. And if we go, please, full load. And you're going to be full load of wood here at McCarth, and then a full unload, please, of, ooh, okay, now you are 88% profit if we drop to there. Yeah. But do you need a warehouse? 88% profit. What if I put a warehouse there? No, I think he's good. 88% profit. I'm not thrilled with that, but let's see. He'll be Woods, Charleston Northwest, and he would be copied. So we would do 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 4 of them, and we'll release them. I think that's everything. This has been a little while actually, so let's see the wood, and we'll see that. So this guy should be over here at the boiler house. The high demand for wood. He's now at 300 pounds. How's our little engine that could? Here he is. He's heading along the edge of Lake Toha or Tahoa or Takawa. And he is, yeah, he's doing all right. There's the Class O here, and the is he the Class O? Let's see there, details. Class O, yep. So the Class O is the bigger one, and then you've got your C7. Is it a C17? C17. He's a 500 kilowatts, and he is. He's maximum running costs. He's got some weight there. It's quite cool. Okay, so he's going to start picking up coal and bringing it in. Now, when he does so, he needs a way to get back in without doing the full loop. Yes, yes, because he's going to come along here. Hopefully these signals will all work, but he's going to come in here, he's going to drop off the coal. He'll do here, he'll be on the outside track, but here he'll have to go all the way back into town. All the way back in to turn around and then come back. Now that's not going to be ideal. So what we'll do is we will see if we can. Oh, what is that? That was game saving. I thought he got stuck and he didn't have signaling, but it was game saving. Let's see if the turn here goes well. Again, it's all a signaling thing. I think I've got room here to do a turnaround. If it's true that they take the shortest possible route, I think I've got room to do the turnaround. So I'm going to pause the game for a sec because I want to get him before he does so. So he'll come off in this track and he'll come in here. Now that gets him right in there, which is nice. Yep. Okay. And he wants to go straight into there. Now, what are you doing? Right. Okay. That is just not correct. Okay, so what about if we go from, say, here? That would work. Now, I need to fix a few things here because I think we've got a horizontal crossing of tracks there. Creates a real intersection. So what we need to do is put up some signals. Let's try signaling this up and seeing if these guys get lost immediately. This is a complex signaling here that, you know, I've struggled with signaling in the past, but I think I've worked it all out. But let's have a look. I think you could change. So I think what we could do is change it to here. So you'll be there and there. Yep. And not anymore here or here. That replaces that signal, so that's a decision there. And then of course I think the next bit here is, well really, do we put a signal here? Do I put a chain there? I think I have to have one coming on this side as well. Okay, let's do it again. So we need to do the same thing. So we need a chain signal because you have to make a decision at this point. Yep. But decision there, but you can just go straight forward there. And I think if I put a single signal here, this is where it could all go wrong with that one signal. The rogue signal on his own, that's where it could all go wrong. The train is quite small, it'll fit in between those. And I haven't got any messages here saying they're lost. Quickly check on the other two pieces of rolling stock. Everyone's heading into town, so they're all good, they're not lost. And as we go here, we've got our lovely class C17 with his tender and his 5 full loads of coal ready to drop off to the lovely research station. And we'll start seeing the research go up. Let's get the research panel open and we'll see this kick off. Because one thing I was thinking that I need to make sure I do in this series, which I really kept up in that breakthrough series, that series 2 of Voxel Tycoon on Stitch Up. One thing I really did was researched all the different types of trains and then swapped them out. And I like seeing the trains swap out, so that's pretty cool. We are coming up to 30 minutes. I want to cut the episode soon. But let's just see him unload. There he is, he's going, and now I believe, yep, the research is now going. So we have research for the steam engines. If we have a look there, let's just see what he dropped off. He dropped off 24, and this guy is going to take 1 piece of coal. He requires 16 for this batch, so really let's see how long it's going to take. He's still at 24, and this guy now needs to go and do the new loop. Now I'm just going to speed up while he does that, and I'm hoping this guy does that soon. So we'll go up here. Alright, let's see him. So he's got a red signal there. He's gone through, so he is red because he's now in the section. And let's see, we want a left-hand turn here. This is going to be the big, yeah, we want him to turn left. Yes, that's what we wanted. Okay, now he's got a red signal here. And the reason he's got a red signal is there must be... Ooh. Why has he got a red signal? Oh, yeah. Why do you have a red signal? You really just should have... Maybe he... It's a single signal, actually. I think this is what the problem is. There is a train coming as well, so I'm going to take the signal off and just see what he does. What should happen here is, because it was a single signal on double track, so he was confused. We've now got him in the block. He's done the turnaround. He's in that section, and this train coming up should have a red signal here until we get out of there. So as he gets into this, he's in there. As soon as he goes past this one, we should go green here. But I think he needs 2 signals. So he's gonna wait. Let's wait for this guy. He's got a red here. He should stop. Yep, he should stop. And then this guy's loading up. He's pulling out. Once he gets out of the station, which I believe has its own signaling, he's yellow. Once he does that, this guy should start to pull forward. If he doesn't do that, we've got problems. Yeah, there he goes. Interesting how the signal didn't go green, but this guy pulled forward. That's not really how that's meant to work, I don't think. But it works. It does work. Let's go and see now. So he's delivering the last bit. Let's see how much this guy's got. 8 of the 8. So he had 24, he's now got 8 left. And this guy's still cruising along. And we are 2 of 35. So he has to do 16. He needs a total of 16 units of coal per sortie, I guess. And we're looking at, he's completed 2. So that's pretty good. And he's dropping off some more coal. So I think we've got the right size coal train. We've got the right size research train. I'm tempted to send him back and get him and make him with 2 engines, just so he looks a bit different. But we might do that off camera. When he comes back, he might look slightly different. Okay, I'm going to leave the episode here. I hope you've enjoyed episode. I think this one is episode. Yeah, this is episode 5 of Voxel Tycoon, the 3rd series, where we are sitting in a lakeside setting, and we definitely have a lovely big lake and a lovely productive city. We've got some plans here as we discussed them at the start. Quick check-in with our friend here. You have delivered, yeah, you've got quite a few there, so we'll see how he goes. I do want to research bigger trucks and just and knock the whole truck fleet up. We'll be able to swap them out using the fleet manager just here, so that could be quite good. Don't forget to leave a comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.